Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. I have some great news right now, and I say that very sarcastically because I just spent the last hour filming a Stardust spending spree that got corrupted. So for some reason, the screen recording just randomly turned off, and nothing saved. I'm so frustrated right now, guys. Like, I literally spent so much time filming this, and for the screen recording to just not save like that, my gosh, I can't believe I have to, like, refilm so much stuff right now. Like, we talked about so much stuff in that video, and it's pointless. It's pointless because the screen recording isn't there now. Let's just go over everything I did power up because I might as well still just cover all the stuff I powered up. So we powered up some Tyranitar, we powered up these two Hundos. We kind of focused on getting them to level 35. We powered up this Shadow Ball Mewtwo that I had saved up. So having this was kind of a surprise when I was going through my Pokemon, so we made sure to power up this guy to level 30. Used up our candy there. We powered up some Stone Edge Tyranitar. Tyranitar Community Day was the last community day I did participate in on this account before it did get suspended, so never got the chance to power up my Stone Edge Tyranitar, so we did that. We powered up a couple of those to level 35. We powered up our Palkia to level 30, so we have Palkia, a couple Dragonites, and then we also powered up two Rayquaza to level 30 as well, so now we have our Dragon Army. I'm just so frustrated, guys, that the recording did not save. I mean, I was talking about upgrading my phone too throughout the video, because I was like, this phone sucks now, it's so bad, and another reason why I am going to be upgrading is that this actually has not been the first time this has happened. This has happened to me a couple of times in the past, although I always hope that it never happens. And yeah, it's frustrating to say the least that this happened because I spent so much time filming, and it's all out the window now. It's literally all out the window, and all I can do is just kind of cover all the Pokemon we did power up. You know, I told you guys we power up more stuff, so I will power up a couple more things because I did have to re-record everything, but we're just going to be going over everything I did power up first. So another Pokemon I did power up was this Mamoswine. So on Mamoswine Community Day, I did actually evolve this one to get it with Ancient Power because I figured I might as well have one with Ancient Power, even if I don't end up using it. You know, maybe I could use it in the future. So I was like, it's not gonna hurt. I can still get Powder Snow Avalanche on it. And we actually ended up getting Avalanche when we did upgrade to that second charge move. So no TMs had to be invested. Oh, by the way, speaking of TMs that I had to invest on, we had to invest on a couple of charge TMs to get Draco Meteor. That was fun. But thankfully we got that. I do want to eventually max out Palkia at some point. But moving on here. So we powered up some Rayquaza, we powered up some Tyranitar, we powered up a Mewtwo, Mamoswine. What else did we power up? We powered up our Raikou a little bit. We used up the remaining candy that we did have to get it to about level 33, level 34-ish. What else did we power up? We maxed out 4 Machamps. That was the first thing that we did at the start of the video. We maxed out 4 Machamps. They were all at level 35. So we got these guys now, really happy. We still need 2 more to complete our team of 6. We maxed out Executor. And so we also powered up our Scizor. We did not have enough candy to max it out, but we got it up to about level 39-ish. So, you know, that's pretty good, pretty good. We will max out eventually. We just need to get a little bit more candy there. And then following that, we also powered up our Shiny Charizard. This was at 1800 CP initially, so we powered up this guy to level 35, 82% IV, 15 attack. Also, Shiny Charmander Community Day was one of my best community days that I did participate in. We maxed out our Jinx. This was already like level 39, so it really only had like 2 power-ups left. We maxed out our Jinx, 100% IV. I remember when we got this too, because we were prepping for the Rayquaza duo, and so I went to a Jinx nest. I spent the entire day there, and at the end of the night, 100% IV Jinx spawned, so I was so thankful I was able to get that. It was like level 33 initially too, so it was even better. Oh yeah, it was also boosted, right? It was boosted throughout that day. And if you guys have not watched that nest hunting video, definitely recommend to go check it out. It was by far my most dedicated nest hunting episode that I've ever done. I mean, I spent like 8-9 hours at that nest just hunting the entire day. And, you know, a lot of grinding went into it. We have a lot of Jinx to showcase for that, and yeah, really happy to have my Ice Queens back. Anyways though, so we maxed out that Jinx. What else do we have here? What else did we power up? So I used one of my guaranteed lucky trades to get this lucky Gengar with Lick, so we, you know, powered this up to level 30. Eventually I might max this out, eventually one day, but for right now we're gonna leave it at level 30. I think that's pretty good. Also, while we're on the topic of guaranteed lucky trades, one thing I did kind of decide on is what I'm going to be using them on for the most part. So I had previously told you guys, I guess in the recording that now no longer matters, that Metagross is the #1 thing that I'm honestly missing on this account, because over the last 8 months, I missed out on a lot of stuff, guys. So many shinies, so many meta-relevant Pokemon, but the most meta-relevant Pokemon was actually Metagross, and so that's one thing I really, really want to get back, and so I figured I have 10 guaranteed lucky trades, well 9 guaranteed lucky trades now. I should use that on shiny Metagross, so I can get these shiny lucky Metagross. That would be, you know, fantastic. Then I could power them all up and not have to spend as much Stardust, and we're good to go. So that's what I'm going to be using at least 6 of my guaranteed lucky trades on. The other 3, I don't know for sure. Maybe like, you know, a shiny lucky legendary would be great, like Moltres or Kyogre, Groudon. Any of those would be fantastic. So that's something I want to do in the future when I do get to that point. Of course, I do have to get to Ultra Friends with a couple different friends who have also actually told me that they have no problem giving me anything I need on this account because they're willing to help, and I'm so thankful to have friends that are willing to help me out like that. But yeah, so that's kind of like a work in progress, not going to happen anytime soon because we do have to wait like 20, 25 more days until we do hit Ultra Friends with them. I mean, that was a lot of stuff, to be honest, that we powered up. I know I'm kind of going over it right now, and it's like, it doesn't seem like I spent that much time, but let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, 20, we powered up like 20 different Pokemon, and I don't even have the screen recording to show you guys. But you know what, for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and power up some stuff a little bit more. So the next video, I will have a new phone because I'm done. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. Like, it's seriously so frustrating to have to deal with this terrible iPhone 6. It's like, I'm over it. I'm honestly just so over it at this point. So let's get this Rayquaza up to level 35, let's power up a couple more Pokemon, and then we'll end off the video here. I mean, it's not really the video I wanted to put out, and I keep telling you guys that, just because, like, I'm so upset right now. So it is level 35, but I think it'll look better at 35, 34, so we'll give it one more power up here. Alright, so Rayquaza's done. Can't even really see what Palkia's CP is because it's so big on screen right now. Palkia also recently had its size changed in the rating counter, so when you're throwing at it, when you're catching it now, it's a lot bigger on screen. It's a lot more in your face, which is kind of what it should have been in the first place, but you know, Niantic, and they also made it way too big on the, you know, Pokemon screen right here. So, you know, they'll fix it in the future, but for right now, it is what it is. Well, we do have another 100% IV Mamoswine, so we could take a risk right now, use a Charge TM. Oh, we actually got Avalanche. Alright, nice. So, I'd say let's max out another. Mamoswine is one that you really, really do want to have. I know we don't have Rayquaza yet, but when that comes back, guys, when that comes back, we're gonna have that Mamoswine army ready. And again, it's like, all those Pokemon I maxed out, I don't even have them for the thumbnail now because the screen recording got deleted. Yeah, I really can't wait to get a new phone though. Really can't wait to get a new phone. Oh, also, I guess I kind of have to go over these questions again now. So, I also wanted to do a small Q&A, kind of while we did the Stardust spending spree, and we did the Q&A, it's just now it all got deleted, so I have to redo this right now. So let's go ahead and re-answer these questions again. I think one more power up, or that was it? No, that was the max. Okay, so we got 2 maxed out Mamoswine, beautiful. So let's go ahead and answer these questions real fast one more time. So first question is from Mike Carlson. He says, hey LuckyBunz, what is the #1 quality of life change you would like to see in the game? And so my response to this is actually a scroll bar for the friends list. So I think that would be incredibly useful just because for people who have a lot of friends in Pokemon Go, it can be really frustrating, and I'll show you guys right now, to kind of go through your friends list and have to just constantly scroll. I mean, we have a scroll bar for everything else, and it's like, you know, we don't have a scroll bar for the friends list. I don't have that many friends in this account, so it's really not that big of a deal, but it's like having to scroll like this can be so annoying. You know, a scroll bar would just be so much nicer. So hopefully in the future we do get that added in. That is definitely one of the #1 quality of life updates I would like to see in the game. And of course there are many other, you know, quality of life changes I think could be implemented. I might make a separate video on that because I think it's actually a really good video idea. But thank you very much for the question, Mike. Appreciate it. And the next question we have is from Oreo, and they ask, where did you get the name LuckyBunz? So this is actually a question that I have got asked a decent amount over the past couple of years. And so the story behind my name basically starts at, I wanted to come up with something catchy. I wanted to come up with something that people would remember me by. Something that is kind of like a little loopy as well. So I was like, all right, I want to be lucky something, right? I want to be lucky something. And at the time, I actually used to wear my hair in a bun. So I was like, LuckyBunz, right? LuckyBunz actually kind of fits. And for those of you guys who actually watched my first ever video on the channel, I had my hair in a bun, so that's kind of how I came up with the name LuckyBunz. I wanted it to be catchy so that people would remember me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So always wanted it to be lucky something, and because I did wear my hair in a bun at the time, I was like, Buns, right? Buns actually fits it really well. Buns with a Z. Now the next question we have is from the Bystander 101, and they ask, do you ever go battle raid solo? If so, what Pokemons are essential for solo raids? And so this one's actually kind of difficult to really pinpoint because it does vary depending on the raid boss that you're going up against. A Pokemon that I do recommend powering up though is actually Machamp. And so the reason why I actually recommend powering up some Machamp, if you had to pick any Pokemon, to power up for raid battles, it's because it's so useful. Like you can use it for Absol duos, you can use it for Tyranitar duos, Rhydon even, for whatever reason if you wanted to do that. Machamp has a lot of use. You can also use it for gym battles. Like it's a very, very useful Pokemon. And so it's definitely one of the ones, if I had to pick any, that I would recommend. Check out Pokebattler. They have all the stats and everything, all the best counters for the Pokemon that you want to be using for certain, raid bosses. So definitely recommend checking out Pokebattler. And so I'm sorry I couldn't really answer your question like specifically, but it does vary. And definitely a Pokemon I do recommend powering up is Machamp. Also, if you guys have not watched my top 25 best Pokemon to power up in 2019, make sure to check out that video. There will be a link in the description below as well as at the end of this video. I go over a lot of different Pokemon that I do recommend you should power up in 2019. Mostly they are used for raid battles, so definitely make sure to check out that video if you have not done so already. But yeah, that's pretty much the best answer I got for you, man. Thank you so much for your question, though. And then finally, our last question is from the United Provinces, and they ask, are there any shinies that you are looking forward to? And there is one, and I'm sure a lot of you guys also feel the same way. That is Shiny Rayquaza. Shiny Rayquaza would be fantastic, and I really wish we get that sometime soon. It's such a beautiful shiny, guys. Like, the black and the gold, oh my god. Don't even get me started. I really, really want that shiny so bad. For the thumbnail, because I can't get, good thumbnail pics right now. So we're 2 power-ups away from the Scizor. It should hit 3K. What a bummer. Okay, what else can we power up? Let me power up one more thing and then we'll end off here. Next video, I will have a new phone, so hopefully we don't run into this issue again because I'm gonna be so upset if we do. Like, I'm so upset that it happened the first time, but... Okay, here's a good one, actually. Let's max out this Tyranitar. Or not max out, but get it to level 35. It is one with Stone Edge, Smackdown Stone Edge, so never got the chance to power this guy up. Never got the chance to power up a lot of my Tyranitar before. Also, I guess one topic I kind of touched on in the deleted video now is hoarding Stardust. I used to be a Stardust hoarder, and so... this video has been long overdue because something that I learned when my account got suspended originally is that I never want to hoard Stardust again. When this account got suspended and I had truly thought that I was never going to get it back, thinking to myself that, I never got to spend my 5 million Stardust. And so an interesting way to kind of think about it is that it's like dying without spending your money, right? So it's like I got my account suspended, I could not spend, all my 5 million. And it's like, in the same sense, it's like if you die, like you work so hard for all your money, and so not even being able to spend it, not even being able to enjoy it, that's terrible. That really, really sucks. And so that's kind of what happened with this. And so I kind of made a decision, or at least something I learned when I was rebuilding on Eternal Maiden, is that I was never going to hoard my Stardust again. I was always going to spend it as I went, power it up anything I really needed to, anything I wanted to, for whatever reason too, because some Pokemon I do power up for more sentimental reasons, more... I guess, non-meta relevant reasons. And I'm actually a pretty firm believer that you should power up whatever you want to, You should not limit yourself just because it's meta relevant. If it's a Pokemon that you really, really like, you should power it up. That's what I do kind of believe, so... Also, I think we just went below... Oh no, we have not gone below 4 million Stardust. We're getting there. We're probably gonna pass there on this. So like 1.5 million Stardust spending spree, even though, most of the footage did get deleted. Anyways, though, regardless that the recording did end up getting corrupted and it didn't end up saving, we powered up a lot of stuff in this video, in the last potential video. So we're pretty much good for part 1. I mean, I would say it's like part 1.5, but we'll just call this part 1. There will be a part 2 that will kind of continue off the Stardust spending spree. I will definitely have a new phone by then, so hopefully we don't run into this recording issue again, because it is the worst feeling in the world, guys. I don't know how I'm going to shake this off later, knowing that I dropped 1.3 million Stardust on so many different Pokemon to power up, and the recording didn't even save. It's the worst feeling, honestly. But anyways, we powered up some more stuff. We kind of went over everything I did power up, and in the next video, we will continue off powering up more stuff. So anyways, I don't know if I said this already in this video, but thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. It has been a crazy dream to get here, and to think that we finally got in here, it's mind-blowing. It's definitely mind-blowing. I know I've been kind of busy over the last couple of days. I really did want to film this video earlier on. I'm so busy recruiting right now for school, for my career, for my job, and so I just have not had the time. But definitely, if you guys do have more questions for me, I would love to answer more in the following video. Leave them down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, my friends. So if you guys did enjoy it, regardless of the fact that the initial recording did get corrupted, feel free to hit that like button down below. As always, I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys do want to see more Pokemon Go content, as well as a continuation to this Stardust spending spree, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for future videos. And I will see you all real soon in the next one.